Blood of Yarik. A week or so has passed since the Imago, captained by Sierva, left Garathi airspace. Hagop and Hrak have joined the crew along with Evalia, a Garathi woman who found the prospect of remaining on her home planet too painful and depressing. The crew is in high spirits. Copernicus and Thomasin are recalibrating the internal communications unit.
What did she say she wanted again?
Apparently the accent comes from a region of Earth known as East Kilbride.
Oh, do they kill brides in East Kilbride?
I'm afraid our captain did not impart such information to me.
You're more articulate than usual.
I'm plugged into the mainframe. The implants I received back on Waxel are finally being employed correctly. Shall we begin?
Okay, here goes nothing. Enter danger component 17.5.
You shouldn't do that.
What? What language is that?
Well, English, so I'm told.
Let's try a command. Enter cease and desist.
You can get to fuck.
I suspect the calibration may need some adjustment.
Sierva enters and both Thomasin and Copernicus salute her.
Captain?
At ease. Did I hear my Nana in full flow?
You did, Captain, so I am concerned she may be indecipherable to everyone else.
Is there any way you can put her in my personal comms unit, but have the voice revert to the original computer form for everyone else? I find her a calming presence in times of trouble.
Of course, Captain. I can't foresee a problem with that.
Consider it done, Captain.
How are our new recruits settling in?
Well, Evalia has taken a while to come out of her shell, but Hagop and Hrak have taken to the Imago like a swan to juice.
I think the phrase is a duck to water.
Oh, forgive me, Captain. I'm still getting the hang of all this.
No forgiveness needed. How long until we next enter someone's airspace?
The radar does not detect approaching jurisdiction within 2,000 galactic miles, Captain.
I think that's ample time to take in some of the more Epicurean delights recovered from whatever Vrixis had been hoarding.
Captain, if I may, it may not be wise to let Evalia hear that name. She is most sensitive to such a monstrous being.
Ah, right, yes, of course. We shall not speak it again on this ship. Presumably Hagop and his friend are not as discerning?
If breakfast was anything to go by, it's as if they were never there at all. Well, apart from their appreciation of the food, of course.
Hagop, Hrak and Garth, the ship's cook, are in the mess room. They are preparing food.
Look at this. Look at it. What even is this? It's red and slimy, but it smells divine.
That's a sun-dried tomato fella. Chop them up, throw in some chilies, herbs and sieved tomato sauce, bung it on a pizza with olive oil and cheese, and hey presto, you've got yourself a deluxe margarita.
I don't think I understood anything you just said, but my stomach is rumbling all the same. Is it like that thing that we had for breakfast? The flaky thing with the sweet stuff inside.
The croissant with jam? No, it's a little bit different. You two are who? Where did Leland find you again?
Gara, we were workers in the foundry. Oh, that was a miserable place.
Miserable.
No life, no light, no women, and not even any decent food.
I'll gather that, judging by how you've emptied my store covers these past few days. I don't want to have to stop off at one of those bloody Kagaro stations to refill, so if you could tone down the Gannet behaviour, I'll be most grateful.
Can it?
It's a bird. Eats a lot.
Can you eat it?
Or suppose so. Don't know if anyone's tried though. Fried gannet. What a fool. Fried gannet. Heavens above.
Evalia, come in. I don't think you need to knock.
Yeah, we certainly didn't.
Oh, okay. Is there any of that stuffed lentil bread going? Only I didn't really feel like breakfast. And,
Yeah, there's plenty. Tuck in.
well, I don't want all of it. Just enough.
Are you still getting, the headaches?
A little. It's the nightmares that really get into me. I have this one where I'm running and he's chasing after me and I head to the top of a really tall tower and there's a round room at the top and something happens to the perception where everything seems really close and far away at the same time and there's a voice in my ear and...
Hey, come now. It's okay. Take a breath, my lovely. Sit down. You're safe here. We're all friends here. I swear on my life, we had no idea what was going on behind those doors. None whatsoever.
It's true. But Sierra seems like the sort not to ever let anything like that happen again. So you've got nothing to worry about now, okay?
Okay. This bread's lovely. Who made it?
Garth. He's a jolly old soul, is Garth.
Tell him I enjoyed it, will you?
Well, you can tell him yourself. You're more than welcome to join us when we pig out in here.
Oh, I don't want to intrude.
Nonsense. We'd love another dinner guest, wouldn't we, Hagop?
We most certainly would.
Copernicus is at the ship's controls, with Thomasin, Sierra and Leland behind him. The radar beeps a little and a light flashes. Copernicus looks at it and furrows his brow.
Captain, it appears we are not alone.
Can you be more specific?
Unidentified object? I'm afraid I cannot give more information at this present moment.
Perhaps it's using a cloaking device.
It appears to be doubling in size, and now there are several more on their flanks.
Talk to me, pilot.
Looks like unknown craft at our 6, 4 and 8, sir.
Put out a frequency.
Increase velocity and maintain open channels. I want to see if they increase their speed before we engage.
Aye, aye, Captain. Roger that. They're gaining on us. This is not good.
Tactical alert. First officer, over to you.
Tactical. Be prepared for direct assault. Any approaching missiles are to be neutralised without hesitation.
Should we fire first, sir?
Negative, officer. Wait for engagement and then respond.
Aye, sir.
Can you stop them, Captain?
I can, but I haven't really used my powers like that in space. I don't really want to vaporise them or suffocate them if all they want to do is talk.
Pilot, summon them on the radio.
Aye, sir. Calling all approaching craft. This is the pilot of the Imago. State your business with us. Over. I repeat, identify yourselves and state your intent, or we will have no option but to destroy you.
This is the cloud. You must pay the toll leverage to pass through our space. If you do not, you will be destroyed without mercy and without hesitation.
Negative. We are in open space. There is no toll.
You are wrong. There is always a toll. Always a price to pay. Comply or die.
Toll? What is the toll? How much would you have us pay were we to accept?
We do not require currency in monetary form.
Well, what do you want? Food? Weapons?
Women. Send us your women and We will let you pass.
We have no women on board, other than myself.
You will suffice. Hand yourself over, or your crew dies.
Never.
Then stop this!
We're hit. I think they breached the hull.
Why did we not see it on the radar?
They must have used the cloaking technology or teleportation. There's no way I can intercept them.
You're going to have to destroy them.
I don't have a choice.
Sierra turns to face the ship on the right and lifts up her hand. The ship starts to crumple and disintegrate. She does the same to the one on the port side, but when she turns back, she sees that the starboard ship has reassembled. Another blast hits the ship, this time at the back.
I can't seem to break them. They've got some kind of recombination device.
Are they immune?
No, no, it's different. Almost like they can reverse it. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this.
Let's try and get away from them.
I'm at full speed, but they're white on our tail.
Hell. Okay.
Sierra, no.
I'm going, and that's an order. Calling the Kroll. I accept your terms. Cease and desist this assault of my ship, and I will hand myself over to you. It looks like they've...
No, boss.
Sierra is blindfolded, bound and gagged in the docking station of the Kroll vessel, having been teleported there some time ago. Nobody has come to move her. She can access Ailey in a concealed earpiece.
Ailey, give me some readings.
Shields at 60%. Remote power at 48. Hydration pills depleted.
I meant something a little more holistic.
Your powers are still active. They've no realised about them yet. My guess is they took your abilities for the ship.
That's a little bit better. Anything you can tell me about my surroundings?
Boron tungsten alloy casing with some organic component. Unable to detect further.
Bulletproof then.
Aye.
Time for a powers test. Ooh, a dagger. I like it.
I advise retracting manifestation immediately. Incoming life form detected.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Suddenly, some bright lights shine on her and a door retracts into the ceiling. A figure sits on a motorised seat which moves closer and closer to Sierra. They are flanked by similar-looking guards, all carrying large, glowing weapons. The figure, a Kroll, stands up. His name is Grok.
Hello? Who's there? I came like you wanted. Speak.
Other scent of a woman. We approve. We welcome this woman.
Warning. Adjusting eye protection.
Grok snaps his fingers and two of the guards pull Sierra's blindfold off. She squints in the bright light and winces at Grok's ghastly appearance.
Welcome to Galactic. Your stay will be brief, but memorable.
And then you let my crew go?
We will decide.
We had a deal.
Yes, we made a deal. Guards, come and take her. She must acclimatize with us before it can begin.
What? What can begin?
You must wait, woman. Wait, and all will be revealed.
The guards pull Sierra up and frog march her through the door, which closes behind her. Grok follows her in his seat. Her hands are still bound.
The organic component is fused with the wall. And there's blood vessels and nerves. I detect neural impulses and arterial flow. Prepare for a pungent odour to increase as we move deeper into the station. Increased life form detected. Error.
Come on. Don't dial me now. If I can just ease it back on. Oh, God. That looks disgusting. Is that a mass of people in there? Who are these Krull? I thought the Garathi pods were bad.
They had brought us only one. Forgive us, Lord Zlek. There was only one woman on the ship. A concubine of the captain, it seems. A woman, Captain, ruling over all men. This is most irregular. We have not seen this since the freak moon. We are disappointed it is not a solar cycle. Those men would have pleased us greatly. We would have had reserve. We can only apologize for this paucity. No matter. We are impressed by such an obsidian specimen.
Systems back online. Adjusting parameters.
Hey, less of the obsidian stuff, please.
She speaks. We did not mean to offend, only the women we usually see are more pallid.
That's not my problem. I came so you'd let my crew go. I need to know if you're going to do that.
We will discuss such matters later. We hope your technology was not damaged by our assault. We are primed to defend against matter manipulation.
Oh, I'm sure they'll find a way to repair it.
Their technology uses hybrid particles to repair organic and inorganic matter.
Does the Lord Zlek require anything else? We are sated for now. We must prepare our gift. As we are commanded, so we do. And now we take our leave.
How long am I staying here for?
Not long.
Then I can go? Just as collateral while my crew is in your space?
Oh, human. How you misapprehend us.
Well, you're gonna have to just tell me.
With the sun in the skies, a man will suffice. In the time of the moon, only one will do.
What?
With the sun in the skies, a man will suffice. In the time of the moon, only one will do.
You said that before, so I'm staying for the lunar cycle. Fine. Whatever.
Oh, child. We trust you saw Yarik.
Can't say I did.
You cannot miss Yarik. They are multitude. They are legion. They writhe and moan, pulsate on our floors, on our walls, within the bowels of our ship. They live, and they demand flesh to sustain them. So we have a rhyme to remind us. With the sun in the skies, a man will suffice. In the time of the moon, only one will do.
My calculations detect an 87% chance of human sacrifice.
Ah. Right.
The Imago. Thomasin is meeting in the tactical bay with Garth, Hagop, Hrak and Ivalia.
Back when I was flying the Baphomet ships, I'd have a crew of about a dozen under my command. Since not even half that managed to escape the prison on Vaxel, I'm a little short-handed. So what I want to know is, will you lot be my crew, in case we need to storm whatever that place is, and get our captain back?
You know you don't even need to ask.
Always. And you three, can I count on you when the time comes?
Oh, years of working in the factories have knackered my knee joints. But give me a gun and I'll use it for sure.
I've always wanted to use one of those needle gun things. Point, aim, fire, wait, bang. The longer you hold down the trigger, the bigger the boom.
We have one of them, lucky for you.
Then I'm in.
Evalia, what do you say to a little rescue mission?
I never thought I'd be saying this, but yes. Yes, actually.
Didn't they say they wanted the women?
Yes, they did, but our captain heroically protected Evalia with her words.
I know, but what if they decide to take her? Do we really want to risk the same thing happening to her all over again? The same thing as on the other place?
I am here, you know. I can decide for myself.
I'd like to hear what Ivalia has to say about this.
Yes, go on.
Yes, it's true. I spent a large portion of my life in those pods. Yes, things happened to me that should never happen to anyone. But that was then. This is now. The Al-Farar came and liberated us. Liberated me. And I'm free to do what I want. Am I really going to sit there all meek and mild for the rest of my life? Good little Ivalia, keeping her head down, doing chores around the ship? No! I want to be out there. I want to be swinging warhammers, firing needle guns, blasting those big red things.
Plasma rifles.
Plasma rifles. I want to be blasting plasma rifles at bad guys. I want to be saving people. And I especially want to save our captain.
I think that is a yes.
I'll mark it down. Good, that's sorted. I'll be back with weapons and armour in due course. Maybe start with some stretching exercises. Pulling a muscle just as we're storming the ship would be annoying.
Sierra sits on the floor of the jail cell, cross-legged as before. The hatch opens and Mirik, a Krull soldier, peers through.
You hungry? We have food.
What's on the menu?
Bloodworms.
Don't eat them. Bloodworms contain corrosive enzymes that cause intestinal hemorrhage.
I'll pass, thanks.
All bloodworms are Yarik's gift to us. We must consume them if we are to prepare our flesh for him.
Do I have an option?
Yarik may become displeased, though we have seen this displeasure eased through willingness to sacrifice.
Whatever it takes to not eat those things. Is there anything else he gives you?
All power, light, warmth. With sustenance, we need little else.
Power? What, as in the ship's power?
You're right. The organism known as Yarik is the primary source of power and maintenance on Krolik.
Yes. I mean, perhaps. Tis hard for us to truly know. Yarik is ineffable.
Oh, of course. Of course. So, when Yarik lives, the ship lives. I understand now. He is the source of all life.
We shall return the bloodworms to the others.
Praise be to Yarik.
Praise be.
Mirik slinks off, a little embarrassed. Sierra closes her eyes and begins to formulate a plan with Ailey's help. Leland, Copernicus and Thomasin are in the central command room. They are growing frustrated at the overall situation.
We can't just sit here. We have to try and rescue her.
We can't risk it. You saw what that thing did to our ship, and we're vulnerable without Sierva's powers.
You saw what she did on Vaxel, though. How she turned those guards to slush. And on Gawa, breaking all the women out of the pods like that. She's immensely powerful, far beyond most people's comprehension. You never served alongside her in the Baphomet army. I did. I saw what she could do.
You do not have the crew. We cannot man the ship and send a tactical unit over. You just do not have the crew.
Yes, he does.
Evalia, how are you?
Never mind how I am. The pilot was saying Thomasin doesn't have the crew, and I'm saying he does.
Woohoo!
I'll go.
And I'll go too. And Haddock will as well. And the chef.
Gus has fighting abilities. I cannot deny that.
Please, you rescued us from a life of misery. We owe you. We owe the captain. We owe the Alpha R.
It seems like my crew has come to my aid. So, do I have the green light?
Yes. Head over there and maintain full radio contact. The second I hear or see something that I don't like, I'm pulling you out of there. Understood?
Yes, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Crystal clear.
Sierva sits in her cell when Marik comes and opens the door.
The time has come for your sacrifice to Yarik.
Which I accept. Gladly.
Oh, we like to see a change in tune. Your cooperation will be gratefully received by Yarik himself.
Detecting power manifestation. Iris colour changed to scarlet. I'd keep that in under wraps for now.
Roger that.
They reach the main room, the central home of Yarik. Grok and Zrek are there, as well as hundreds of other Kroll acolytes. They are wearing ceremonial robes and standing with their hands clasped. Marik leads her up a flight of stairs and onto a platform, and then fixes her into a harness attached to a crane.
Beloved disciples of Yarik, we gather in this lunar cycle to give thanks to our God, our masterful creator, the supreme Yarik. Oh, beloved Yarik, please accept this sacrifice in your name.
Here we go.
Recommending full power activation imminently. Come on, Hen, before it's too late and you're food for that thing.
I know what I'm doing. Trust me.
The harness winches her up and carries her over to above Yarik. Suddenly, the ropes retract and she is dropped from some height towards the beast's flesh, which forms the shape of a mouth, opens up and swallows her.
Praise be to Yarik!
Thomasin, Evalia, Garth, Hagot and Hrak are standing in the teleportation pod while Copernicus operates the controls.
Please tell me you've at least tested this thing before.
I am afraid you are its maiden usage.
Great.
If we die today, it was a pleasure knowing you.
It was a pleasure eating your food.
The sun-dried tomatoes. The olives.
Those fried onion cake things.
Everyone loves my bulges.
Will you three stop it? We're not going to die. Not today, not tomorrow, not for a long time.
Thank you, Avalia. It looks like you'll be promoted to Deputy Tactical Officer if we make it back here. Sorry, when?
Preparing to transport. Transporting. Now.
The crew inside the pod disappear and appear through a portal in the Kroll station. They are a little disorientated, but all in one piece.
Speak to me. Confirm location.
We're on Kralik, that's for sure. Oh, God, that stinks.
It smells like fried piss.
That's almost enough to put me off sun-dried tomatoes.
The sensors are showing our captain is 200 metres ahead. Shall we proceed?
There don't seem to be any hostiles in our immediate vicinity. Move forward.
Inside the belly of Yarik, Sierra finds herself attacked by toothed tentacles and slimy protrusions trying to pierce her skin. She bats them away before taking a deep breath and dissolving them one by one. Outside, Yarik's rumbles become more agitated.
Yarik is louder and more agitated than normal. Did we miscalculate the lunar cycle? Should we have selected a male?
No, sire. Our calculations, they're correct. Perhaps the fervour with which she approached her fate is causing some digestive issues.
We have faith in Yarik's omnipotence.
Hail, Yarik.
Hail, Yarik!
Let's see how your beloved Yarik copes with this.
Stomach lining detected. Oh, I can hear a heart. You're no far off getting to the centre of this thing.
It's massive. I can barely see anything, and the smell. Oh, God, the smell.
You've destroyed its stomach. And that's the heart in front of you. Go for it, Hen.
Thomasin and his crew are not far and also hear the shriek.
That didn't sound good. Hope that wasn't the captain.
God, I hope not.
No, this is something else. I used to hear sounds when I was in those pods, screaming like someone was being tortured. I figured out what it was, of course, but this is different. This didn't come from a humanoid being. This is from something else.
It's getting louder.
It sounds like it's almost on top of us.
Weapons at the ready. We're going in. Enemy at 12 o'clock. Don't worry, I've got him.
Watch your back.
God, thanks. Didn't see that one. Let's keep going. I see a big group of them in a circle.
Right with you, sir.
The rest of the Kroll are covering their ears, still anxious but oblivious to Yarik's ongoing destruction and the arrival of the rescue crew.
Incoming defence mechanisms. Looks like they're facing its immune system. Recommended matter manipulation to dissolve. Dissolution completed.
Where to next? I'm covered in sludge and I can't see anything.
The heart's right there. And then there's the brain. Reach out and grab the heart.
Got it.
Now twist. Twist and pull. Twist and pull to the wretched thing's name air.
Sierra twists her hand and the heart explodes, revealing the brain. She grabs it, rips it out of the neural dock and bursts up out of Yarik's body, holding its brain and hurls it at the wall. It explodes and the Kroll starts screaming in panic and terror.
The human is murdering Yarik! Seize her!
Don't you people ever give up? It's over!
Protect our captain.
Thompson? Ivalia? Crack?
I couldn't abandon the Alpha R.
And I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Hagop and Garth came too, but they've got their hands full over there. Come on, let's get you out of here before this whole thing disintegrates or explodes or something.
I think it's trying to piece itself back together. Look.
Good God. That thing's hideous.
Brother, are you there? I'm a little snowed under over here. I think Garth's been injured.
Have no fear. I will assist you. Your way is now clear.
How does she do that?
Captain, you must stop that thing from reassembling. It will surely devour us all.
Yarik shall be no more.
She has destroyed our ship. She must die.
Grok hurls himself at Sierva, wielding a large spiked club, but Sierva cleaves him in two with a fist. Zrek panics and starts to run, but Sierva picks him up without touching him, dangling him over the remains of Yarik as her crew look on in awe.
How many souls in there?
What?
How many souls? How many beings did you sacrifice to that thing?
Hundreds. Thousands. He demanded it.
Oh, you coward. You're not even worth an interesting death.
Time to activate the portal device. Oh, come on, it's not working. We've lost contact with the Imago.
Rick, tell me how I can get out of this place and I'll make it quick.
There's an escape vessel in the docking station, all the way down the end there. Oh, please, let us come with you.
No, you kept people locked up and you're not looking so good.
What is happening to us? We grow old in moments.
Not got your God to sustain you, I suppose. Well, a promise is a promise. Right. Time we got out of here.
Aye, aye, Captain. We're not far to the ship.
We're almost there. Oh, let's hope my knees last until then.
They will. I've got you, brother.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
This is the docking station, I presume.
It looks like it. Ah, here's the ship. Just need to fire this thing up. Come on. Come on. You can make it work. Of course you can.
That's the spirit. Remember who you are. Who you've always been. Never forget that.
Sierva closes her eyes and takes a deep breath as the docking station starts to destabilise. Suddenly, the ship kicks into life and she hits the accelerator, escaping the Kroll station just as it explodes. Sierva, Thomasin and the rest of the rescue crew are reunited with Leland and Copernicus, and they have travelled far away from the Kroll.
Don't ever do that to us again, Captain. I was worried sick about you.
So was I.
We made it home more or less in one piece. Garth's recovering fine. I really don't know what everyone was so worried about.
Your telemetries are showing a 92% probability of death upon the Qual vessel. You escaped almost certain fatality, Captain.
Still plugged into the mainframe, I see.
I'm beginning to worry about him.
And how are you, Ivalia?
I've never felt more alive. Being out there, helping to rescue my captain, made me realise what life's all about.
And what's that?
That I can either sit there, hiding away from anyone or anything that might hurt me, or I can get out there and actually make a difference. Take control of my own destiny.
Well, I think you did that.
To our new Deputy Chief Tactical Officer, Evalia.
Cheers! Are you thinking what I'm thinking, brother?
Oh, sure am. Well, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm hungry. So
Let's eat!
Blood of Yarik by R.M. Shine. Andrew Reed was the narrator. Yanina Karpinska was Sierva. Dave Patchett was Leland, Hagop and Grok. John Lawrenson was Hrach and Zrek. Matt Reynolds was Copernicus and Mrick. Irene Cunningham was Ailey. Matthew Shelton-Jones was Thomasin. Shiva Gowrie was the first Kroll. Rue Shine was Ivalia and Garth. all additional Krull noises by the cast.